Hey family, welcome back to another episode of Oh to Behold with your girl Camille Young. This is me. I am back. Yes, I am. Glad to have you here with me to my Holy Rollers. What's going on, Holy Rollers? Love you guys so very, very much. Um, Look, I got to put this on the front end this time. The retreat deadline to register for the early bird is coming. It is up on us. So make sure you go ahead and register. The link is down in the description. Men, if you have a wife, girlfriend, aunt, niece, daughter, sister, grandmother, send her to this retreat. It will change her life and possibly yours as well. So make sure you go down in the description and get registered, as well as ladies who are watching this. Invite a friend, bring a friend along with you, especially those of you who have attended before. You know the blessing that it is, and we're yet planning. So keep us in prayer as we are planning for this retreat. But we are so excited about everything that's going to be happening, as well as this concert. We are doing a Young Sisters concert September the 10th. All right, and I'll share more the closer we get to that date. So put that on your calendar, September the 10th, and go ahead and put October 6th and 7th on your calendar for the retreat. We would be so happy to have each and every one of you. And don't forget, get your book at ohtobehold.com today. All right? All right, look, let's dive into today's topic. So today, I felt the need, ever so often, I feel compelled, I feel an unction to be encouraging. Yeah, I like to talk about relationships and all of that. That's my jam, and wholeness and all of that. But today I just felt the need to really, really encourage and try to be an encouragement to you all. Today's topic is, God, where are you? And I titled this video that because that is a question that I'm sure many are asking with the days and the times that we are living in. So much is happening, whether it's crime, whether it's sickness, whether it's divorces, or whether it's children, wayward children, whether it's financial. There is just so much hatred, racism, and nepotism, and all the isms that are going on. And people are asking, God, where are you? And these are not just people who are, as we say, in the world or not believers in Jesus Christ. These are believers. Those who say that they believe in Jesus are asking that question because there are some heavy things that are happening to people in their lives. And the line of work that I'm in, I have a front row seat to a lot of the negativity that's happening in our city. And I just want to take this time to let you know, you may be asking the question, God, where are you? And that's a fair question. And one thing about God, he already know what you're thinking anyway, so you may as well ask. You may as well, if you have questions, or if you're questioning one of his decisions about certain things, it's best to go ahead and get it on out, because you don't want it to fester in your heart. Go ahead and verbalize that to him, because God can take it. Okay, he can take it. Now, I'm not saying be foolish and say something damning him, or that's sacrilegious or anything. I'm not saying go to that extreme, but if there is some anger and some disdain and some feelings and emotions that are negative because you are of your current situation, it's okay to express that. Okay, it's okay to express that. And ask him, God, where are you? Some of you may be asking, God, where are you? Like, I go to church. I try to live right. I try to do the right things. I try to make wise decisions. I try to be helpful to others. But it just seems like at this stage and state that I'm in, things are just not happening like I desire them to, or something tragic has occurred and it's breaking or has broken my heart. And I only know this because I too have been in those shoes. Do you hear me? Not just once or twice. I've been there numerous times where it's like, God, have you forgotten about me? You know, where are you in this situation? Where are you not only in this situation, where are you in this world? Because there's so much, as I will call it, evilment. Okay? And I know that's not a word, but there's so much evilment, so much going on in the world. And you look around and like, oh my God, like, where do these people come from? Do they have a conscience? You know, do they even are they even aware that there is a higher power? And then those who may be dealing with illness, you know, themselves or with family members or a tragic loss. You're like, God, what is really going on? You know, and like I said, I've experienced those feelings and those questions in my life before. But what I want to encourage you with on today is, regardless of what you're facing, always remember this is a moment in time. Yeah, in that moment in time, it may feel like a long span of time. It may seem as if you'll never get through to the other side. But let me encourage you to let you know you will get through to the other side, and God has not forsaken you. Some things happen just because of the sin in the world. Okay, it's beyond us. And when I say beyond us, when Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, they're the ones who opened the floodgates for sin to enter the world. And because of sin entering the world, negative things happen in life. But I promise you, if you hang on in there and you press forward and continue to do the right thing, because sometimes it may feel like all the bad people are getting away, or people who are not trying to do the right things, they got all the money, or their relationships are going well, or it just seems like everything is going so great for them. And that may be true, but life is funny. Life has a way of turning around. And I promise you, if you hang in there and continue to walk in faith and belief, knowing that the page will turn in your life, you will get to the other side of through, and you will know that God has not forsaken you. And I'll say, even as you go through this trial, get you a song. That's something that I do when I feel like I'm heavy laden, or I'm not feeling the presence of the Lord, or I feel distant from God. I find a song that I connect to, and I use gospel songs 99.9% of the time to connect to kind of keep me encouraged. You know, I inundate myself with not only music, but with encouraging YouTube or preachers, or motivational speakers. I read scripture. You know, I make sure I stay involved and connected in within fellowship with my church. Continue to do things that I can enjoy, being around family and those who are able to encourage me. If it's not a family of friends who can encourage me along the way, because it can be rough in the moment. And it is. They don't say can. It is rough when you're going through it, okay? It is rough. But I promise you, as I've said already, hang in there. God has not forgotten about you. God loves you. God cares for you. And he is going to see you through even this. And even when you get to the other side of through on this situation, eventually something else will occur. But knowing that God got you through that, he'll get you through the next thing too. Okay? Something that I always say, I choose joy daily. In every situation, I make a conscious effort, because as you can hear, I'm a little nasally right now, so I'm not feeling 100%, but I choose joy. I choose joy daily, and that's something that you have to refurbish and re-emphasize in your life, to ensure that you don't allow the cares of this world to overtake you, and cause you to be blinded, and cause you not to see that there is hope, cause you not to see that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Yeah, it may take a little time. Yeah, it is painful. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah, it may not seem fair. But I promise you, if you walk through this thing when you look back, when the time comes that you're able to look back on that situation, you'll see God's hand all over it. How he guided you, even in the midst of the storm, even in the midst of the pain, even in the midst of the uncertainty. God's hand is all over it. All right. I just really wanted to encourage you on today. If you have my book already, go back and read some of those pages, because in my book, I do explain some issues that I experienced in my life that I had to overcome, that brought me to this place of striving for wholeness. Okay. And the same thing can be for you. And just because you're going through or being sad, that doesn't mean you're not whole. Or still striving for wholeness. But sometimes you need a little pick me up. Sometimes you need a little encouragement along the way. Okay? And we ask God, where are you? The question is, where are you with God? Okay? Make sure you're not pushing him away. Draw nigh unto him, and he will draw nigh unto you. Call on him while he is near. Okay? Don't forsake your faith. Don't forsake your belief in God's power and his hand on your life. All right? That's a trick of the enemy if that's what he's trying to do. You be encouraged and do what you need to do until God brings you through that situation that you may be facing right now. Okay? I sure hope this encouraged you, because I just encouraged myself even the more. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on another episode of Oh to Be Whole. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all, come on and subscribe. We're only a couple subscriptions away from 250. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. And until next time, God bless.